Developments now on a story we first brought you as breaking news on Eyewitness News at noon. And since noon, we've learned 2 men are dead, another 2 people injured following this serious crash right here on Route 195. The crash involving 2 tractor trailers and a minivan. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado has been at the scene talking with officials all afternoon. She joins us now live in East Providence with what she's learned. Steph?
Well, traffic is back to normal here after this terrible crash that took 2 lives. We spoke to the fire department about the 5 hours they spent working this horrific crash. 2 tractor trailers with a cargo van crushed between. It happened just before 10 a.m. on 195 West in East Providence near Exit 8. East Providence Fire Battalion Chief John Callahan says it's one of the worst scenes he's ever worked.
Well, I've been with the department 31 years, and this is probably one of the top 3, definitely.
Callahan says East Providence firefighters worked for hours to access the victims inside the van. 2 men, 1 driver and 1 passenger. They used the jaws of life and other tools.
It was pretty extensive as far as what we needed to do to remove the victims from the accident. The vehicle itself required a lot of cutting and a lot of prying using special equipment we carry on our special hazards vehicle.
Firefighters eventually removed both victims. They were taken away by the medical examiner. The 2 drivers of the tractor trailers were each taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Chief Callahan says this was a difficult crash with a tragic ending. The fire department is bringing in a critical incident stress team to help the firefighters.
Whenever you lose a life, whether it's a fire or an accident, it does affect you, and that's part of the reason why we're going to bring in the critical incident stress, just to talk to the members, make sure they're dealing with it as best they can.
And Rhode Island State Police are investigating this crash and what caused it. So far, they have declined to release any information. Coming up new at 6, the fire chief tells us about the first responders who were on their very first shift working this devastating crash. Live in East Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
People are dead, 2 others hurt after a horrific crash involving a pair of tractor trailers and a van on Route 195 here in East Providence.
We have been tracking this story all day long. Here's a live look right now at 195 at the state line, not far from the scene of this morning's crash. Tonight, normal traffic moving along during this rush hour.
The Pinpoint News Tracker giving you a better idea of where the accident happened on 195 West near Exit 8. And we've learned that the call for this deadly accident was one of the first for some of East Providence's newest first responders.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live in East Providence tonight with the very latest. Steph?
Well, new since 5 o'clock, state police just identified the victims in this crash. Stephen, Megan, and Axel Moran, both from Massachusetts, died in a van after police say a tractor trailer rear-ended their vehicle, forcing it into another tractor trailer in front of it. It happened on 195 West in East Providence just before 10 a.m. 2 tractor trailers and a cargo van collide. The van crushed between the 2 large trucks. Fire Battalion Chief John Callahan says 2 men died in that van. He says one of the worst crashes he's seen.
Well, I've been with the department 31 years, and this is probably one of the top 3, definitely.
Callahan says his firefighters worked for hours to cut through the car, dealing with a diesel fuel leak they contained with foam. Some of them were working their very first day as firefighters, and this was their first run.
Yeah, they spent 2 days doing that type of thing. That today came in handy.
The new firefighters graduating from the training academy just last week.
We train as if it was a real incident, so when you have incidents like this, you just pretty much go right to work.
They pulled the 2 bodies from the van and they were taken away by the medical examiner. The 2 drivers of the tractor trailers were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. And state police are still investigating the crash. Again, 2 Massachusetts men killed. So far, no comment from police on whether there will be any citations or charges. Live in East Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.